So, um, yeah, I'm just gonna play some Rogue Trader for a little bit. Um, I can see that my microphone isn't picking up that well, so just a second. Okay, testing. That's a bit better. So today I went to visit a friend while she was at a Comic Con style. Oh no, I don't want to go back to the main menu event. So I spent most of my afternoon traveling. I'm just gonna be playing some Rogue Trader before eating dinner, and then playing some Mecha Chameleon this evening. I've never played that game, so that's gonna be fun. But until then, I am gonna be playing some Rogue Trader. I've been kind of slacking on this, even though I really want to play the DLC, and I have a cat trying to get my attention badly. Let's see. Begin scan. Choose party members. So this is Filia. This is the Pearson planetoid. But yeah, it's like really warm here, so I first had to cool down when coming home because it was just way too warm.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Hey Nova.
Over there.
Pilot Raquel. Come in, escort. This is Captain Fakari, escort, please come in. Pilot Raquel. The pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth. I thought you'd never come. Oh god, Abelard teaches this give gaff the proper way for guessing her suffering, okay. Yeah. This one is actually kind of decent. Like, I am a Rogue Trader, Seth von Valencius. Now introduce yourself. Bow before the illustrious Seth von Valencius. I'm just gonna go with 2. At once, the woman stands at attention. Captain Gakel Fakari, Sergeant of House Winterscale, the pilot of the shuttle. It's an honor to be greeting His Lordship von Valencius. Well, tell me about this planetoid. The only settlement on Ikari Filia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. They mine silver, serum dust, and sand, which is then melted down. I got a nondescript place, or so it was prior to current events. What happened here? There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, that's being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anathagan Casteglia. Sounds kind of Italian. He has allied himself with the rebel that he himself was supposed to watch, and declared Ricardiphilia to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. I came here as shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Yvain Winterskill, son of Caligos Winterskill. Hey, Kiwi! Rogue Trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. She detailed, enunciating every word of her overlord's title. Young Lord Winterskill wished to speak with the warden personally so he could put an end to this lawless season. He and his escort went ahead and... She goes paler. I haven't been able to contact them over the Fox for a very long time now. You were late to arrive on Ricardiphilia. Okay, yes. No one expected this. The Master Castaglia is a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Riccardi Filia was now his personal domain, that his prisoners were his subjects, and that he would never bow to anyone again. It is pure heresy. No, Kibby, I did not cut my hair. It's just currently a bit of a mess because I've been outside. I actually need to go get it cut. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel. What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? Riccardi is a nice name, yes. Why would young Winterskill have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? Oh, nice. You should show me pictures once you've cut your hair. She sighs quietly. It's a personal matter. Master Casteglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Ivain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to senses, no doubt. The first Winterskill in my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. She smiles faintly. Young Lord Winterskill is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Okay, is the Aspersion riot connected to the planetary rebellion? It seems more likely that Warden Castelia... No, vaag genoeg. Learned about the rebellion on Rijkaard Minoris and decided to use the situation to his advantage. I can't say for certain. Perhaps no one can. Governor Medina has always preferred to shoot rebels rather than inquire about their motives and connections. I'm looking for a man by the name of Heinrich von Calyx. He is here, perhaps. I don't think so. Unless he is one of the business guards, it seems likely. Yeah, I kind of know where he is already. Is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterskill's guards mind the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. No more questions. The woman freezes for a moment before asking hesitantly, Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time. I wouldn't ever have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation... In any case, have you been to the capital of Rijkaard Minoris yet? I wanted to ask you if you saw a man there, a communication officer by the name of Jasper. And yes, Kibby, this is a new part. This is a different planet that I met Jasper, expected to show. I name your firstborn after me, or whatever it is that the commoners do to thank their heroes. I'm just gonna go with 2. You need not worry, Jasper is alive. She lets out a long sigh. You can see the relief gleaming in her eyes. You can't imagine how much I needed to hear that. Thank you. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she is exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off this planet as soon as possible. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take that step out.
I better myself through my
money to be
service.
made?
The guard post has been vacant for a long time. There is a layer of dust on every surface. That's not a good sign. To the barracks. Yeah, demanding someone names their firstborn after you is a little bit much, to be honest. Oh, wait, I had a document for this. How did you stub your big toe? This was it. Oh, there's a updated version by now.
Hydrant, you bastard! Hydrant!
Oh. I'm currently checking builds for a second. Blade Dancer, Soldier. Okay. So you're the one that's actually gonna have a sippy bottle. Good to know. This was dismantling attack, Lore Imperium. And then we're gonna go with perception. He has so many abilities. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming for like an hour and like 20 minutes more. And then I'm gonna prepare some food, and then I'm gonna be playing Mecha Chameleon tonight. So this one's actually really good. Let's see. Mecha Chameleon is a game wherein you have like a few people that need to find others, and the ones hiding can hide somewhere and paint over themselves to appear like they are part of the scenery, kinda. Apparently, it's really popular at the moment. I haven't played it yet. I have no clue how good I'll be. I'll probably be shit at it. But yeah, you know how it goes. Soldier second attack in a turn deals 50% more damage to enemies that have not suffered. Okay. Fortius, Integrity. I still have like no clue how to build him.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Hydrant, you bastard! Hydrant!
But I noticed similarity in our attitudes towards ministry.
A long string of names extend beneath the heading Top Core Works of the Cycle.
You are right. Only we know what it is to pray to our intercessor at an altar in our struggle to protect those close to us, to be their spiritual shield. Never doubt me.
Okay, the traps are gone now. Scraps of typical prison food, repulsive to the senses. Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all of that. Oh, hey Slada, sorry, didn't see that for a second. There you go. Didn't hear the OBS either. That's kind of weird. Yes, I do know. And I also know who they're playing.
I'll make an example out of you!
Spare none of them.
You have been ambushed. The battle begins. So they get the first turn.
Death to the weak!
But yeah, I'm not worried, Slana. I saw this Instagram reel of a cat, and the cat has two flags to pick out of, the Swedish one and the Dutch one, and it picks the Dutch one. So the Netherlands is going to win.
Chaos guides me!
We all know that cats are always guide.
On it. Up.
Burn.
Was that you? Or... But of course.
Yes, I knew him personally. He and I were the closest of friends. I remember it as if it was the day, as if it was yesterday. Ouch. That was painful.
Didn't flinch.
Ouch. How about we stop attacking my characters?
A tactically sound approach.
Wow, you are so mean, Kibby.
I will do my one fewer target. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Okay, got a sworn enemy now.
Rejoice in battle!
Maybe we should use
As the Emperor commands,
this.
I act.
And
Faith
this.
without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. Eradicated.
I love Argenta. She is amazing.
High momentum. Activate calculated fury algorithm. Vulnerability analysis successful.
Death to non-believers! I serve the ruinous powers!
I know what is to come. Anything else? Will do.
I bring ruin!
You can bring whatever you like.
That's not the Seneschal's job. My place is at the fore. It will be done. I took care of this one. At your beck
Abelard
and
is also quite amazing.
will rule the stars themselves. Follow my
I'm
lead.
just using him to clean up now.
I will do my duty. Indeed. One fewer target.
And there we go.
What advice do you seek?
My main character didn't even have a chance to act this.
Keep your wits
This
about
down.
you.
Inspect the poster.
Success is the
The
only
grease-stained edges
outcome
of the
I
poster.
accept.
It hit something behind it. Lots of goodies. The grease-stained edges of the poster detach ever so slightly. It appears that it was frequently removed and rehung. Well, I stole the goodies. These cages have been placed in plain view of the beds. Inside are traces of blood and excrement. Nice. Bare beds made from metal sheets swing back and forth on rusted chains. Whoever is forced to sleep on them, it would not take much for them to fall. That's nice. Another log, I'm sure. It's fine. The beds here are bolted to the floor. Some of them tin, thorn bed sheets, and even feathered pillows.
You are outdated and suboptimal. Your body has suffered deterioration and requires modification.
He is so nice. That's such a nice way of saying stuff.
Funnily enough, I've grown rather attached to the old thing. Have patience. Someone will shoot me any minute
Christenberg.
now, and then you'll have your chance to upgrade me.
The chopped up slabs of flesh have been thoroughly washed of any blood. Lore of War.
The premonition runs
Still before you
true.
bears a similar scent as that of the forces of chaos. Severed body parts. Nice. Judging by the number of horrid morsels, dozens of victims were slain
Always
here.
keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah.
Operation successful.
My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The Optimites will guide us into a new existence. Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. I don't think this is gonna go as they planned. Oh, how I long for this, my dear brethren. Okay, I think these guys are gonna switch side. Thank the throne. Normal looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds out his hands in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Take talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this gag-tag bunch hardly inspires us. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot. But, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. So we had to you know, play along. But that was all it was, play. We never meant no offense to the governor nor the lawful authority of House Winterskill. Give us a chance. We just want to wait until everything blows over and we can go back to ourselves and quietly do the rest of our time. Pascal inquires demurely. Demurely? I have like no clue. Does the fact that this service presently confined and therefore has previously retained the trust of the Imperial servants need to be focalized, or is it evident to the laid persons initiated in the sacred mysteries of logic? A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Judging by Abelard's tone, the seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue. Tell me about the warden and the riot. Pop, I saw your tongue talk about a heretic. But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the honorable master Castelja, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch in the chompers from the guards, work again. But the new one, do you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners by the 9 devils. That is 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark-raving mad. God damn it. And this is why nobody has anything nice in this universe. You have to show me your handwriting at some point. Kibby. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quitted with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, overseers started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of best workers. And if someone on that list also showed good behavior, that's when they get promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. It's not actually like a good idea, this entire thing. Or that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it was the optimates, not the guards, who would be in charge of punishments. And that it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when the goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as the dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiff kicking it a week. And now, well, now we were lucky if it was only 50. Whoa. And it wasn't even the end of it. Roster Castelja moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome. Okay, that's definitely And I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things, like the Optimates are saints who will behold the food. And he started talking to them. He started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them. More beast than man. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole sob story. But I knew from the moment that he let us have dinners, oh, this won't end well. It are not knowingly, the old courtier's guide. Whenever nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. She knows just your looking catches herself. I mean that with all due respect, your lordship, no offense intended. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? I have an inkling. You see, us here were, how should I put this, different from the rest of prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves, racket minoras, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your highness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you we're on football? You know, we're football, the only shipyards, blah blah. Yeah, so we're on football. You can find some serious-minded business people, and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of very serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? Or blah blah. Yeah. And while the joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoil, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of... Okay. You are pirates. I came across a void ship belonging to your associates. They were planning to break you out. The man grunts, huffs, then makes up his mind. Well, now that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come get us a long time ago, but they got tied up somewhere. Void Kekken's gullet with them. And in all this time we had to wait till this happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the sin wool over you. It's just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So now will you let us go? I'm gonna let them go. Oh, thank you. That's okay to hear. You nobleness, just great. Now there's a 2 aristocrat, not a warden keep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on football station, there's this district, the Shadow Corridor. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. If you don't called it something else, on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistake, I tell you. Gavin Hieronymus wastes no time finding and burning them all, okay? Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, footfall, the Shadow Corridors, there's the bar there, built into the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain Ryza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Buckfall says hello. You'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. Okay, this is gonna go so badly. This is gonna start a fight, I think. The thing is, entire page in pity, just a few lines. Okay, well, I hope your handwriting gets better, Kitty. There we are. Well, you know what this? We'll be going now if you don't mind. I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go tell my pilot the Lord Captain's order that you may be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a dictator. Thanks. We are most grateful, your nobleness. The old man glances at you somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. Well, they did kill people for me, so...
I better myself through my service.
Okay.
What do we have here?
The Finder Staff, Gas Cloud, Med Kit.
Let us not dawdle.
Build a bitch. Kinda like build a bear, but then with a bitch. This doesn't look good. A corpse in a uniform decorated with the Winterscope coat of arms. Hey Nova. That guard did not even have time to do a weapon. Okay. Yeah, Nova wants some attention, so here she is. The accretions of the outside of the structure indicate some regularly occurring natural phenomena, possible poison gas emissions, okay? I told you, Effie, they are hiding so much from us. Arrogant monsters, holy brothers and sisters, what have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fiber tips and useless admonitions. The voice of the man standing with his back to you sounds almost soft. Okay. Heedless of everything. Of everything but what is in front of him. He leans over a prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. Okay, this doesn't look good. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one has ever had before. She revealed the truth to me. And now I can reveal it to you. If you just stop struggling for 1 minute. What? The man finally realizes he's not alone and turns to you. He's clutching a long, thin metallic rod with blood dripping off of it. We have guests from the Von Valencia's ship. I would wager, Effie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. Oh god, so he already took an eye. The warden's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out the words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened, for it contained a priceless treasure, and a most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after a centuries-long search. How do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there's only one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. You know, we had this guy once, he was a quiet one. One day he walked into a middle deck, one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved a barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. A warden here has the exact same look in his eyes. I'm not gonna accept your firstborn for Nova, sorry. Who's that on the table? A serious apologies, Warhammer manner. Please allow me to introduce Yvain Winterskill, the younger son of Caligos with skin of flesh. You know, he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat. A fleeting glance at Winterskill's outside body is enough to turn your stomach. Torture. The very word makes you cringe in shame of horror. Your mind reels with the memories you have tried to unsuccessfully push to the back of your mind all these years. Abelard shakes his head somberly. The poor fool. I knew nothing good would come from his naive attempt at negotiating with heretics. However, Yvain appears to still be alive. If you make haste, we might yet save him. Having a scion of House Winterskill in your debt would certainly prove beneficial. The pit, there's something special about it, is there not? An item of value was once buried here. Warden, what was the item and who took it from here? The warden's gaze bores into you. Then he smiles with the corners of his lips. You are too late, enemy of the truth. This bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose. You will never find the trail of the reclaimed relic that now rests in the hand of the devout. Step away from the hostage. Hostage? How rude. Young Winterskill is my guest and dearest friend. He came in here himself to visit his old acquaintance and have a heartfelt talk. And I am merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate our reunion. As if echoing his words, Yvain let out a weak moan. Who is Aurora? Oh, so you've managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophet's design without even knowing who she is. But it's too late now. You will never attain sights. All you can do is to accept your fate. He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast. I do not like it when people take the prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire that enemy of the truth, okay? The warden raises his hand and the maimed people start cashing in their death throes. The time for words has passed. Optimate, give your power to the harbinger of Aurora. Let our foes see the truth. Okay?
Arrogance will be your downfall.
So now it's combat.
Show them no mercy.
There, I can go there.
Well, what an unfortunate turn of fate. Anything else? The calling to me.
Hey, thank you for the raid. It's appreciated. Okay, so she immediately went down after using her ability. That's kind of shitty. Let's see how we're going to do this. I would love to use abilities, but there's a cat blocking my my screen at the moment.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Kind of hoping I'll also hit that mirror. Nope. I remember those lenses being for something. Don't know what it was, but. At least they're hitting themselves, so that's kind of nice. Okay.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
Plague Bearer. Okay, that's only 62. That's kind of disappointing.
Who, if not me? Your end was
There we go,
inevitable.
2 in 1 shot.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve.
Oh,
It's hard to believe in second chances.
I hit my own character more than the nice.
At your beck and call. It will be done. Victory is imminent.
The Plague Bearer seems to be an issue.
Indeed.
Out of my way! Hold on!
Nice. So glad he's burying. Yeah, I can't really move with her at the moment, so. Well, he killed one of his own.
I'll see to it personally.
Miss, damn it.
Even torture to fight like this.
Okay, the Plague Bearer is an issue. Yeah, I would like to stuck here with the Plague Bearer and the Plague Bearer spawned because of Hedera. That's kind of annoying.
As the tactical imperative dictates. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. I venerate you, machine spirit.
Maybe I should make him melee because. Hey, maybe. It's 70% recycled. That's not bad, Kiwi.
I will do my duty.
I should have done this
It
sort
will be done.
first. Oh well.
At your beck and call.
Ah, damn it.
Chaos guides me!
I've got dodges. Very nice. Abelard is definitely doing God's work at this point.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Plague Bearer is actually an issue.
Crush the feeble.
I refuse.
Oh, I don't have line of sight on him anymore.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down.
Boom.
On it.
Yeah, 30 days streak is still nice though, Miggy. Yeah, call all you want. It's fine. Oh, 100%. Nice! Oh, that gives a debuff apparently. Toxin, nice.
Just a minor setback. Indeed. It will be done. I will do my duty.
He's gonna use those lances, I think. Yeah.
tested tactics are the best ones.
But at least this way I can I move out.
Death to the weak. Let's get to it.
Oh, he also has a toxin, so that's kind of nice.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I can't actually hit it on. Which mountain climbing game? Okay, one hit at least.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay, that's one less. And one fewer, as Abelardo says. Let's see if I can take that one out. Nope, still a miss.
I'll make it happen.
Also a miss.
Running by Nerek override.
It will be done. Indeed.
Chaos guides me.
That guard is an issue. Oh, peek you mean? Yeah, peek.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Yeah, sometimes we still play that. It's just kind of depends on the others when we play that.
I'll do it. Guided by faith.
I'm just gonna place her here. 0%. Okay, that's kind of bad.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay,
I'll
loading.
see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Okay, no more points. That's kind of annoying.
Advancing. The scriptural prognosis is faithful.
Still missing. Oh boy.
Vow is to serve.
Victory is imminent.
Yeah, I really like playing Peak, but yeah, people sometimes need a break from it as well. He's actually dying to the toxin, which is kind of funny to me.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, she hit him. Split. Lens.
I'll make it happen.
There we go. It's done.
I'll see to it, but never stood a chance.
And he's dead.
I won't compromise my principles.
Damage is negligible.
Nice, he actually hit.
A tactically sound approach. I will do my duty. Indeed.
Can I hope that makes him leave the place, so I can have a better. Okay, he's not. That's interesting.
As the Emperor commands.
Oh, that works as well.
Sins hidden in
Rise
the
to the
heart
top,
turn
or
all
get left
to
in the
decay.
dust.
Yvain Wintersk, I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips and his voice is barely audible. But even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. Yvain Winterskill of Kuonis. Greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. What have they done to you? Conserve your strength. Wounded, I would have not faced it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. Like, dude, they just burned a part of your... Well, they burned your eye. Like, what the hell? Yes, I'm really thirsty after being outside. And the warden, my friend, I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Speaking as a struggle, but he continues stubbornly. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give him. He nods, giving into oblivion.
Is there money to be made?
Look no further.
Oh, there's some goods here. I'm just looting this entire place. Skull can open the door. Okay, another level. Nice. That was fast. Medicaid.
Always get the job done.
Poisoned gas. That's the glass making furnace was used to melt the extracted sand into glass. Lots of goodies at least. Some grenades. Melted charge. Okay, no more goodies.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Well, touching grass is kind of fun at times, but I wouldn't recommend it as an activity to do when it's like 30 degrees. So I prefer to stay inside. Wait, I did open this door, did I? Can I actually enter this? My favorite ancient civilization. Of course, this is the one from Atlantis, because we all know that they were actually aliens that disappeared. The rebellion has been cursed. I have news of your lord. He anxiously pushes forward. Is the Lord with the Skull alive? Is he your guide? He is alive but badly wounded. Help my people get into my ship. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
Gaikat Majoris. Unidentified void ship. Augurs notice a large object amongst the lifeless rock covering the planet. A void ship, whose signature and origin are impossible to identify from orbit, is resting on the edge of a deep ravine. The hull of the unidentified vessel is... You only just noticed this is Warhammer. Sorry, but this is a Warhammer game, yes. The hull of the unidentified vessel is severely damaged. The oxygen is shattered by the force of the gigantic machine crash landing. The augurs haven't detected any vital sign support. Okay, Lore Xenos. Send a squad in to explore. Lore Xenos. That's it. Well, you didn't just struggle with the word gigantic. So, but yeah, it's a Warhammer 40k game. The landing party reports via the fogs as soon as they touch down. The colossal void ship before them is covered with spikes. It resembles a morbid beast sculpture from darkness itself, menacingly hanging over the ravine. An experienced veteran accurately determines that the origin of the unholy vessel. It belongs to the Xenos gaze called Drukhari. Ready to collapse at any moment, the void ship emits a long, woeful creak as if promising to drag along into the abyss anyone who dares to disturb its slumber. No, if I can't read with you in front of it. Come. I would suggest finding out what the Xenos were doing in the Rycat system. Taking heed of the Seneschal's recommendations, the Rogue Trader orders to send more people to the planet, okay? Anxious, it tells the Lord Captain that the voices in our head are screaming, repeating words harbinger, darkness and death. Not wanting to tempt destiny, okay, recall. Argenta eagerly says that the only good Xenos is a dead one. A true servant of the Emperor shouldn't soil their hands with Xenos technology. The Rogue Trader orders more people to be sent to the Xenos void ship to collect any valuable findings. Being the God Emperor's chosen, the Rogue Trainer won't go digging around some Xenos trash. I fucked off. I'm just gonna go follow Abelard's suggestion. After 2 watches of hard labor, the workers managed to stabilize the Drukhari void ship. The soldiers who entered the vessel were met with lifeless bodies of Xenos who died when the void ship crashed. The void ship itself, following its abominable nature, came to life, immediately craving to sate its wicked appetite for human death. The vessel system have reacted to the intruders and sensitively cruel deadly traps have been activated on all decks. Nice. Agility test succeeded. Monstrous contraptions designed to mince Gimp apart and incinerate their victims took the soldiers by surprise, but were neutralized before the squad suffered significant losses. The soldiers found several curious pieces of Xenon tech on the sinister void ship, but no data that could shed some light on why it came to the Rycat system. Nice. Some needles, some shatter shard, a venom blade, a blast pistol, monofilament grenade. Nice. And 7 experience. Apparently I got some cut egos, so. And lots of hair flying around. Okay. So we've done this. I don't remember this station at all. But this also is kind of required. Ugh. So many choices. Lord Captain reporting. The heralds of the Novice Nobilite continue to maintain Fox silence, perhaps due to Urek 5 being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We've also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it's the remains of interplanetary shuttles. I am having issues with basic English words these days, apparently. Perhaps the esteemed Novice Nobilite House requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Fox transmission. Order the crew to scan. Okay, yes, Lord Captain. The Fox remains silent for a while, but then you hear static and Victus' measured voice. The officers from the Augur crew performed a full scan on the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings, okay? We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators heralds ignoring us? Turn back, no one dares to give me orders. Contact the station again. I will. We will not invade the without first acquiring official pool. Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Boom. I'm a rogue trader. I will go wherever the hell I want. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so we will have to look for the steam navigators blind. Which is kind of funny, because they're the ones that can see, but okay. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Okay, how about you lock in and do your best? I believe in you, Kiwi. You can do it. Um, 1930 my time, which is in
Pathetic
an hour and a
world.
half.
You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're
Okay, that's
getting
kinda good.
nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
See ya, Kiwi. It's gonna be pasta, by the way. Reactors, you will have consigned. You will be consigned to. Oh God, it's all long. More to Emperor, deliver your service from peril. Barriers will not help you, servant of the damned. He is praying to the God Emperor. In the name of House Orstellio, I command you to execute these infidels. Okay. Another step further. We have some strange guests. Yes, we are strange guests. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black, unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Abelard, if you would be so kind. I come from Rijket Norris after conceiving by deceased brother. It was the Emperor's will that brought me to this abode. Abelard, if you will be so kind. The Seneschal takes a deep breath. Before you stands his lordship, the rogue trader Seth von Valancius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Kronos expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that the Nobelite custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances on the station, his lordship, the rogue trader, is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In this case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. There's a dangerous glint in a man's dark, shrouded eyes. Farewell, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christopher August, keeper of the place. So, you did not arrive to offer support to the traders? This is good. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Uric 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orstellio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. The navigator looks at his guards and winches. The soldiers are quivering as if their tormented flesh were being flayed, yet they keep clutching their weapons. Fight me with a navigator and I will immediately depart the station. I did not think this is possible. Uric 5 is an observation station. We do not sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms. And besides, I felt like gestures at the disorder on him. You have chosen an inopportune time for negotiations. Yeah, it's a little bit messy. Why would a keeper of the station command foul mutants condemned by the Emperor? The blame lies with Theobald Orstellio, the second keeper of Uric 5. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for he opened his third eye in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased him. The Theobald I knew would have never used his powers in such a reckless manner. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I'm going to try. The warp currents in the system have been tumultuous for dozens of cycles and have worn the veil between our worlds and the Immaterium thin and frail, at least on the station. The ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it. Oh, their bodies morphed, and pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatic took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station, but I gathered the few who still followed the light of the Golden Throne to set things right. The Lord Navigator here is speaking the unvarnished truth. I bet the station is full of voices and whispers. I was had to break through from the other side, waiting for you to reach out and swing the door wide open. I sincerely hope the influence of the Immaterium has not yet affected your body and soul. With all due respect, I advise you not to remain at the station. Return to your void ship. I need to save Lord Cassia. If you're not willing to help, or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet, Felak takes his hand away from his ribcage, notices blood and winches in pain, and yet Lord Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. Hey Nova, I see you well. In order to ascend to the Mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Ostelio herself. This has the control rod of the elevator's machine spirit. I have one part and the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake the rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild. The rod, the tech priest ceaselessly performed the rite of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Pascal excitedly reaches for a data slate, requesting access to the data kit. The Nevis Nobilite used the independent modifications of standard sanguinary technologies due to the uniqueness of the genetic code inherited in the lineage of each house. Felak looks exhausted, but arrogance resolve bolsters his voice. And these technologies were made secret for a reason. I must respectfully decline your request, esteemed servant of the Messiah. You have your sacraments and we have ours. So how am I supposed to restore power? The main station's cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. I guess that makes sense. So if you decide the descendant of the Fawn of Valencia's house. I still have questions concerning the situation of the station. The woes of your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy. I will help you, if not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium. That is noble. That is very noble. It will be an honor to save the Lord Navigator from her woes. The Rotator's aid will cost House Orselio, but you should rejoice, for your mistress will live. I'll rescue your mistress, but in return I require that House Orselio sign a contract with my protectorate. Felak replies, sounds curt and tired. So be it. Hurry, the mistress' safety is all that matters. But should you fail, our arrangement is finished. Okay. Well, he's not a nice guy.
Keep your wits about you.
Seven.
Station is a sacred place of the Messiah, who shields the rulers of this fortress against death and darkness. Why then are the Vox channels dead? And why is the air not filled with the binaric rhythms?
The station's lack of response to our ship's hails was already suspicious. I am no less uneasy after the Magos' words. Hands at your weapons.
Let's see. Whenever the operative attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, they attack 18% more. Okay, that's definitely. Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna make a taunt. Or I'll get a taunt. The Psyker's critical hit chance increases by 1% until the end of combat every time the Psyker deals damage. So if there's a damage over time, does that increase the kit as well? Nice, that is actually kinda good. Sure, Lorsinos. So, there we go.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Is there money to be made?
I'll be damned, someone gave the veil between the worlds a good thrashing. Yeah, I can see the I can see the issue here.
That's how it's done.
We should deal with this.
Oh, he found some more stuff.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
This doesn't
Make an example out
seem
of
seem good.
You shall survive. I must not falter.
Well, luckily they go for Abelard, so.
Worse.
lead. Break their morale.
Moving out.
Nothing.
Okay, that was less fun.
I'll
Let's see.
make it
He's in
happen.
cover, so
On it.
38.
Your end was inevitable. I'll see to it.
There we go.
Weapon at the ready. Stay vigilant.
Just a minor setback.
Everard is taking some hits though.
Follow my lead.
My faith strengthens me.
The muted command is going to be an issue.
Follow my lead.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Sometimes it's good to take a break after you've been doing a lot.
As the Emperor commands,
Yeah, I kind of figured I might hit Abelard, but that's okay.
eradicated.
There we go. That's at least 2 down.
Follow my lead.
Oh, they're getting reinforcements. That's less fun.
Break their morale.
Weather the storm.
I am sure you can lock in. Stop being so negative about yourself.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. I will do my duty. Reduced to dust.
There we go.
High momentum. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request denied.
Nice. That's a few more down.
Cover me. Will do.
Who, if not me? You never stood a chance.
And that's one less.
I'll see to it. Another enemy down.
And another one down.
I must not falter.
Weapon at the ready.
0. Nice. The commander is dead.
Faith without deed.
Boom.
Indeed. I took care of this one. No matter the cost. It will be done.
And we're taking him out. And that's it.
I'm at your service.
That was so easy. I did not expect it to be this easy, to be honest. So it's kind of disappointing.
I always keep my options open. Just as I planned.
Statue by the famous Galixian sculptor chronicler Zacharias Vernon the Magnificent. He was also really modest. The 23rd year of this millennium original. Okay, nice. But yeah, he was definitely really modest. The library is full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium. From Astra Militarum, Militarum Tacticians to Adeptus Mechanicus Genters. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
He definitely died in a weird way. In a weird position. Okay, so I can't open it yet. I left loot behind. What the hell? That doesn't sound like me. But apparently I did.
Let us not dawdle.
Yvain's act was noble but foolhardy. You cannot save someone who has willingly succumbed to heresy.
At least he tried to get through to his friend instead of just blowing his brains out on sight. Oh wait, I forgot who I'm talking to.
So, I am gonna end it here, so I can go make some dinner. Like I said, it wouldn't be a long stream. Just a quick one for some Goat Trader. I will be back in an hour for some Mecha Chameleon. That was the name. So yeah, until then, goodbye. Take care of yourself.